Well, hello, good morning. It's great to be with you again and to bring my final reflection on Isaiah chapter 40. And in this chapter, we reach this climax, which I guess everybody in the church these days has got at least some idea of. Hudson Taylor called this the exchanged life. We bring our weakness, we get God's strength. Because God, who is without any limits and lacks nothing in power beyond any power we could imagine, is the God who strengthens us. And if we're young, we may naturally think we've got energy, we've got zeal, we've got the fire within us. Not like these old boys who are best left by the fire to sleep. No, we're young. But even youths faint and grow weary. It's true that while you're young you may have more natural energy, but spiritual energy can be taxed at any time, and the devil has got ways of catching out the young that the old and the experienced are less likely to fall prey to. Those who wait upon the Lord. Waiting is just not something that most of us are very good at. I am very impatient by nature, and I'll try to find something to fill the time if there's a void. But sometimes we just have to wait. Just wait. Is it time now? Shall we move on? Just wait. Itching to get into ministry. Itching for the next phase. Itching. We're actually itching to pass our lives away. Well, that's not a bad thing to spend and be spent for God. But sometimes waiting on the Lord, just staying still. Do you sense his presence? Not always. Even when you sense his absence, I think Thomas Merton says, it's hungering for his presence. You're expressing something. You're encountering and engaging with the fact that the God who you need to know more of is not fully present in your life. You don't apprehend him. And although God is omnipresent, we don't always feel his presence. We talk about the felt presence of God. But waiting doesn't always mean waiting in the felt presence of God. That's part of the weakness that we feel. We just think, well, I could do something far more productive and useful than waiting here. This is getting boring. Is waiting boring? It can be. But those who wait upon the Lord renew their strength. You get what you need. God sees that you need strength. And when you wait on him and you say, even though I'm not feeling your presence, even though I'm not feeling very encouraged by this, yet I know that somehow my strength will be renewed. It will be renewed like the eagles. I shall rise up with wings like an eagle. Yep, I shall fly. I shall run. But you notice the direction. It starts with flying, it ends with walking and not fainting. The daily drudgery. Soaring in the heavenlies with a glorious vision is one thing, but the detailed, working through, day by day, moment by moment, conversation by conversation, frustration by frustration, that's far more challenging. And yet, that's part of everybody's experience. We not only experience the absence as well as the presence, but we experience the frustrations, the delays, all the challenges and trials of life that come up in the daily plod. Fire from heaven is not always going to result in an explosion of fireworks. Sometimes it's just there to heat the water, to get the engines turning gently, strengthening and circling and turning and turning. Those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength, and they'll get the job done for sure.